Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Just Road to Roota.com. Silver is resisting, shall we say, the COMEX attempt at slamming it down. COMEX was closed yesterday on Monday because it was a holiday, so the price of silver rose $1. And then they tried to slam it down today, but it's looking like strong resistance against the criminals. Somebody's out there, somebody with big pockets making this happen. I think it's the good guys, or it could be just China. Or by the way, for all you solar silver lovers, those of you who understand that the industrial side of silver is absolutely going crazy right now, we just had a shocking announcement. Global solar development hit 380 gigawatts in the first half of 2025, up 64% higher than last year. 64%. And oh, by the way, Metals Focus and the Silver Institute, they are off by about 300% right now. They're way too low. They're somewhere around 200 million ounces used in solar. It's more like 600 million ounces. I'm sorry. You just if you believe their crap, then don't invest in silver. Don't invest in silver. If you believe the Silver Institute tells you the truth, that we're only using 200 million ounces of silver in solar panels, then you shouldn't be investing in silver. You want to know why? Look at this. Look at how many numbers they changed in 2023. The entire silver survey was changed to hide what was going on in solar right here. They came up with a number half as big as they should have. And they did it on purpose. And they continue the con. So they're going to have to explain how the amount of solar that was installed for 2025 could be up over 900. If it stays at 64%, it would be 984 gigawatts DC. That's about 600 million ounces of silver. They're coming up with 200 million ounces. It is running farther and farther away from the criminal reporters of what's really happening in industrial silver. I call them criminal because they know exactly what they did. They went back and changed all the numbers. Of course they knew. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't by a slip of the finger. I can show you what finger they need. A little note here from Ember Energy. It took until September to reach 350 gigawatts in 2024. In 2025, we got there by June. So it's going faster and higher. And oh, by the way, yes, these solar panels being installed hold more silver, not less silver. They are not thrifting out as much as Silver Institute and Jeffrey Christian and Metals Focus want you to believe. The new technology, yeah, it might last a while. It might. I haven't heard of any serious manufacturing lines kicking out those brand new solar panels that don't need much silver. No, they're kicking out TOPCon right now. That's more silver, double-sided. So yeah, the Silver Institute has completely made a fool of itself once again. Nobody should believe their numbers. Jeffrey Christian, full of shit, like always. And Metals Focus knows better. And they're the one that changed the numbers, the historical numbers. That's fraud. Anyway, looking good for solar. By the way, this is not in the U.S. U.S. is doing fine, but this is all over the world, China especially. China, India, all throughout Asia, they're putting up as many solar panels as possible. What are you going to say now, Silver Institute? We know what they want to say. Oh, silver's breaking through because of industrial, or because of retail purchases. That's not true. It's bullshit. Retail is pretty much dead, but retail doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters to you if you buy and you're holding it. On the industrial side is what matters. And the industrial side is where they rig the price. We're going to do over 50 million ounces again for the delivery this month. It's at 41 right now on the COMEX, but there's a lot of outstanding contracts. And by the way, people can come in and say, I need more silver, more silver. My guess is we'll do 60, or maybe even a hell of a lot more than that. I'm keeping an eye on it for you. But the global solar installations, I can't remember the guy's name. Complete jackass, said he was a silver expert, worked in the solar industry, so he knows solar's going to go down. Complete fool. Made a complete fool. I was screaming about it way back when. People were like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. He worked in the solar industry. He got it wrong. Solar's up 64% this year. And overall, 500% in the last couple of years? That's a hell of a lot of silver, my friends. So my take is my model kicks out over 600 million ounces will be used this year in solar. Put that in your hat, Jeff Christian. Love this. Look at that. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to retweet it and put it up and all that stuff. Because that is one hell of an important stat. That solar's up 64% in the first half of 2025. I told you. This is happening, and the U.S. has no say in the matter. China's doing it all. India wants to be as big as China. There's not enough silver on the planet for that. I'm going to show you something. It was pretty cool what China's doing. You've seen the massive Chinese solar farms. Look what they're creating. It's like Tesla tiles, except for the Chinese houses. It literally, they're going to buy this for every house in all of China. It looks great, it's beautiful, and it works. And it goes right over the top of the other tiles. Oh, no, you got to build a little grid there. That's pretty cool. That's what Elon's doing. Elon, you better get on it. They're beating you. That's just, the world is changing, my friends. And if you don't understand that you have to have as much silver as possible in your own possession, I can't help you. If you're sitting there with gold saying, oh my God, look at my gold's done so well. Or Bitcoin, oh my God, look at my Bitcoin's done so well. You have no idea what silver's going to do when it's freed from the manipulation. They're still there, obviously. And we see what they tried to do. Slam it as soon as they came back. As soon as the COMEX came back open, they tried to slam it. Got it down to 40. I think 40. I don't think we'll ever see sub 40 silver prices ever again. And then when we break 50, which should be soon, I think maybe even I was saying by the end of the year, but I'm thinking now by the end of September, we break 50. Nobody knows how high it'll go. It's never been up there. It's never been allowed to go up there. And we'll keep an eye on the silver riggers, but there's so much coming down the pike. Everybody wants to go to war with everybody else, and this is the end game for the financial system. Wait for the force majeure. When China invades Taiwan, there's going to be a force majeure on the COMEX. It could be any other reason, too. Tariffs, it could be anything. Trump is giving some mysterious speech today. Now, everybody's up and jittery about Trump being alive or dead. Is he going to retire? Is he going to step down? What the hell is going on? Why hasn't he been seen in a week? I don't know. But it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the game, shall we say. We'll see. But the White House said, we will have a Trump announcement today. And they said it'll be a military announcement. Well, that could cover anything. They just added the military part. I'd be more interested in seeing what he looks like. Is it the real Trump? Is it AI? Is it fake Trump? I don't know. If Trump dies, would that end the good guys' plans? Not at all. Not even close. This is so much bigger than anybody you see on the news. Keep an eye out for solar silver. Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 da. Dun, da, da. Where is it? Show it to me. Show it. There it is. Global silver deployment hit 380 gigawatts. My God. We were just there for the whole year not too long ago. Let me see when we were. In 2022, we only did 252 gigawatts DC. And now we've done what, I forgot what I said, 340? 380. We did 380 in the first half. We doubled what we did in 2022. Why isn't anybody jumping up and down the silver industry? All you silver lovers, you should be jumping up and down screaming about solar silver. We're in the 600 million ounce range, which means probably close to 1 billion ounces is going to industrial only. And we let the Silver Institute get away with these crazy ass lies. Mike Dorinzo. I've talked to the guy. He's a jackass. I know what I'm talking about. I've been in the silver industry there's like 3 guys there. And I go, do you know that your chairman of the board said that just days before you said there was 200 million ounces in silver, days before for solar, days before your chairman of the board said there's going to be over 300 million ounces? They just lie. And they've been getting away with it for so long. That's the Dorinzo thing. There's like 2 people in the Silver Institute, 3 counting its secretary. It's insane what we believe in. So, yes, of course, look at the numbers. It's so easy to see the lies. Everything is read is historical numbers that have been changed to change the narrative. So yeah, this is not gonna be 698 million gigawatts. It's gonna be more like 900 million gigawatts if we keep at this pace. So why does silver go up? That's why. And there's good guys behind the scenes. And Elon is in hell of trouble. Hell of trouble. Elon is in so much trouble if he doesn't get physical silver. There'll be no electric cars. There'll be no solar Tesla tiles. There'll be no rocket ships taking off. There'll be none of that stuff. Elon knows this. But right now, you can buy all the silver you want for around $41. That's infinity silver because they won't change the price. They start changing the price, and then all of a sudden, these bankers start losing billions of dollars a day. So, Elon, you better hurry. Snatch up every single ounce you can. And if you guys have gold, swap it for silver. 88 to 1? Are you kidding me? I can't think of a bigger gift. And Bitcoin, congratulations, you've done well. Be smart now. Put half of your Bitcoin in silver. Physical silver. If you want those monster gains like you get in Bitcoin, you're not going to get them out of Bitcoin at 100,000, 110,000 anytime soon. It could go to $1 million. That's a 10x move. Silver could go to $1 million and as well, and it's starting from way down. A 10x move in silver puts us at $400. That's minimal pricing for silver. So, yeah, and it's going to happen fast because silver has been price suppressed for 170 years. And as I pointed out right here, silver's gone. Industrial buyers are buying it all. Pretty soon they'll go into the local coin shops and buy up every coin they have. Now, the coin shops have been basically saying, holy shit, we got no retail buyers. Because everybody goes into cryptos. Oh, I want to make 10 times the money. When silver breaks $50 and there's no technical ceiling at all, yeah, you'll see $100, $200 days in the price of silver. Probably not in the comics. Comics will be shut down. But yeah, is China doing it on purpose? Yeah, of course they are. And they like have diversity in their power production, and they got a lot of people. They need a lot of power for AI. So does the whole world. Lots going on. Again, we're way over the moving averages. Now your floor is $33.53. That's as low as it can possibly go before it bounces up higher. And if they stick it below that, China and India would buy up and Russia would buy up the very last ounces on planet Earth. That's the end game. That's where we're getting. By the way, the criminals, BlackRock and JP Morgan, have a short position on SLV of 54 million ounces. So 54 million shares of SLV have been sold to investors that don't have any silver backing at all. How is that even legal? I don't know. I don't know if it is legal. But that's a high number. 53. The only, in the last, 6 months? No, in the last year about, it's the third highest, fourth highest, fifth highest, sixth highest. Right in here, there's quite a bit. But 54 million ounces of short in SLV, that's a monster number. And that is future buying pressure. That's demand. Because SLV at some point is going to have to buy those shares, buy those ounces, and make the shares. Or they could just claim force majeure as well and run away from the problem. We'll see. I don't think the Saudi central bank is going to give them that much leeway. And speaking of the saddest story in U.S. Mint history, the U.S. Mint last month made 305,000 Silver Eagles. They have the ability to make 5 million. They made 305,000, and premiums are still extremely high. I would seriously consider the U.S. Mint take a look at its Silver Eagle program and say, why are we only selling Silver Eagles to a handful of people? We have a complete retail arm at the U.S. Mint for numismatic coins. Why not just sell direct to everybody at the legal price you're allowed to sell them for, which is at cost. That's it. That's what the law says. The U.S. Mint has to make the Silver Eagles and sell them at cost. There is no profit legally allowed in gold or Silver Eagles. And yet, every year they brag, we made 100 million or 200 million. Well, I can tell you some years where they lost 100 million. For example, this is my spreadsheet on Silver Eagles since 2010. Look at this year, 2021. Look at that year. In the fiscal year, the price of silver was down on average $1.18. But the U.S. Mint hedges. They hedge their silver so that it's balanced out. So when it goes up, they hedge it. And when it goes down, they hedge it. So you should have a balanced book. This is the exact opposite thing happened. The price of silver went down $1.18. You'd think they'd make money on their hedge book. No, they lost $3.23 per coin on their hedge book. Total loss of $111,700,000. $111 million. And that's 100% because they didn't close out the hedges when they should have. And because it was 2021. The fiscal year of 2021. And we remember what happened. It almost hit $30. Then they had to tamp down the price of silver. So they didn't close out those hedges when they should have, which means buy back the silver, but they didn't. So we pay the U.S. Mint, which is owned by the people. We had to pay for silver rigging. It's just insane. So fiscal year ends in September for the U.S. government, and we're looking at probably the smallest fiscal year Eagle production in history. Second smallest is about 16 million. We're looking right now, at least, at about 12 million. 12 million Silver Eagles. It's so sad and depressing. And Trump is, what are you waiting on, Trump? Where's the U.S. Mint chairman? Where's the director of the Mint? Is it going to be another Soros guy like you got Scott Bassett? Insane. That's just so sad right here. I mean, literally, that might be the smallest month ever when they were supposedly in full production. Now, mind you, they still have curbs on the amount of silver that they're selling. They won't let the dealers buy whatever they want. It's on allocation, which is illegal also. Anyway, really exciting times. I'll be tuning in the next couple hours to see what Trump has to say. More, I want to see him and make sure that it's the real Trump and not an AI Trump or a clone or whatever. If it is, then we might have some problems. I don't think it will be, but just because he doesn't talk much in the last week, which is odd for him because he always talks. Maybe he's playing games with them. I don't know. The left's going, oh my God, Trump is dead. The Wicked Witch is dead. They're crazy. They're crazy, but we'll find out, right? That's what I got for you. You want more info on this monstrosity, the rigging of the silver market, go to roadtoRoota.com. Click on subscribe today. We're currently giving away one Veritasium token. That elusive Veritasium token is a hedge against the crashing of the DeFi markets based on Reggie Middleton's patent for DeFi that everybody seems to just think they can brush off. Good luck with that. So go check it out, roadtoRoota.com, 1 year subscription, $2.99 for a year, less than $1 a day. And we have a lot of fun over there. And it gives you full access to all the archives. And make sure you use that access because there's a lot on there about silver. Actually, let's run it. Let's find out. Let's search for silver. How many articles and videos and all that stuff is on for silver? 1,135 different articles, videos, you name it. You name it. Mostly videos in the last few years. All right, that's what I got for you. This is Bix Weir. RoadToRoota.com. I'll talk to you.
Here's a true story about a man just like you. He worked his whole life, he was honest and true. Built up a nest egg the way they said to. Invest in the market, money works for you. And everything is fine, picking the winners every time. Started to believe he can make dollars out of dime. Little did he know he's being primed for a fall. The riggers let you play, then the riggers steal the ball. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. Got to shut down exchanges, trade one for one. We want free markets, well, our work's just begun. Free markets are the road to freedom. Capitalism, not as bad as they say. The world has never tried it, rigging markets every day. Socialists fail every time in every way. Need a better system to forge a better day. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. We gotta shut down exchanges till they trade one for one. We want free markets, our work's just begun. Free markets are the road to freedom. I said free markets are the road to freedom. Crypto solution, if only done right. We can take out the liars, bring dark into light, and trust in the math, not the people who lie. I think we can make it if we give it a try. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. We gotta shut down exchanges till they trade one for one. We want free markets, our work's just begun. 'Cause free markets are the road to freedom. I said free markets are the road to freedom. Free markets are the road to freedom.